Welcome back. My fingers are dirty, my hands are dirty because I've been playing and I'm so excited to show you what I have been making because I am loving them and I want to show them to you because I want you to love them because they are coming to the store in a few weeks and I want to show you now before that happens so that you know what's coming. We do have a new leather, but I'm not talking about that today. That's not ready to show you, so come back next week to see that. But right now we have some new products that I'm super excited about. I'm going to start with the first one that I made. Now, this is modeled after a World War II inspector's pocket kit, and it's from the U.S. Army, I believe. I saw it on Pinterest and I said, that's exactly the kind of thing that I want for all of my drawing instruments. And so I made this one. And this is actually wabi sabi leather that I dyed in the most haphazard way possible because I love the random mess of it and I want it to look well loved because I don't want to be precious with it. Now, this tab here does not belong there, but we're not going to talk about the reason why. Just know that you're never going to see it again. And this is my personal one. It's the first one that I made. I made all the mistakes that could be made on this and then some. And then I refined and refined and refined. So let me show you what's inside, okay? Again, I love the dye on this. Absolutely in love with it. This is wabi sabi that I hand did this to. No two would ever look the same. And I don't even know if I would offer this publicly. This is just my personal, what I like my stuff to look like. Okay. So I don't know, like, don't get your hopes up. I don't know if I would do this, but I wouldn't say never. It's possible. So, but inside, okay, it just kind of folds open like that. And over here, I have instruments that I use in my drafting and my drawing, mostly in drafting patterns. In fact, I use these to draft this exact pattern. And I based it off of a photograph and basic measurements that I found somewhere. And I also found one on eBay, but that hasn't gotten here yet. I did buy it and it's coming, and I will show you the original of what I based this off of. And then again, I made this for me because I needed this. And I'll show you what I'm going to be making for you. Okay? This is specific to the tools that I needed places for, okay? So it's very specific to these specific tools, and I wouldn't be able to repeat this for everyone because I'm not going to be selling a kit that has these implements in it. So just know that as the first one that I made it specifically for this kit, okay? And I can hook that on there and move it or whatnot, but that is what that looks like. Okay, so I have a fountain pen over here. I have a pair of scissors in there. They stay just fine. And then I have room for more pens. Okay, I also have a pocket back here that holds things that don't fit anywhere else. And those are there. There's also a pocket here, although later I decided that's not wise, and so we don't have pocket in future versions of this. But this is my my little drawing kit that I made. It folds up, right? And it snaps to hold it. It measures roughly 4 inches wide by 7 inches long. It fits a lot of different fountain pens, but it does not fit new pencils. So if you want to put pencils in it, you need to put in some used pencils because brand new pencils are too tall. But, so this was the first one that I made, okay? And then I said, okay, I can do better. Okay, there's a couple things I didn't like about this. I don't like all the starts and stops because I don't like all of the back tacks and stuff. And so I thought there has to be a better way because I don't like this. To me, looks messy when there's more than like 2 or 3 most. And you know, they're everywhere, and I don't like that. So that was one thing I really, really wanted to fix. And then the other thing was it needs to be for fountain pens, because that is what most people are going to want. Look at my hands are all orange from dye, because I just dyed the next thing I'm going to show you. But anyway, I know most of you are going to use fountain pens with this, and so I said, okay, well, I can fit 10 fountain pens in this. This is extremely shiny because I polished it. This one didn't get polished, and this one did. So very, very shiny. I'm so in love with this dye job. Like, it makes me giddy. Anyway, so this is what I came up with for fountain pens. Now you might be saying, okay, but Jennifer, why are these opposite of each other? And I'll tell you. Because your fountain pens, let me get one and I'll show you. Because this is the second one that I made, and there's mistakes in this one too. But I'll show you. I have my Benu Celine, I think is what this one's called, from Benu Pens, and it's a big pen. Okay, this is not some small frail pen. It's quite large. But as you can see, it's bigger here than it is here. So if you put all the pens in the same way, this side's going to be thicker than this side. But if you put them in, you know, you alternate them, you know, you put them in this way and then this side goes this way, then they balance out and they're even. So that's why I did that. I was thinking ahead. So in here we have 10 pens. So yep, very simple, very easy. There's also a pocket here and a pocket here. But in the future, there's only going to be a pocket here, not here. Very simple, elegant. I love it. I needed to space this out just a little bit more because these do not fit this pen. Okay, now if I put it in this way, it will fit. That's fine. But it doesn't fit very well. And I mean, this is fine. Doesn't bother me at all. It's fine, but I just wanted more room in the pen loops, because I know some people have some really big pens, and it's not ever going to be a one size fits all, but I would like it to be a one size fits a lot. So that was what I was trying to focus on, was getting these perfectly spaced across here. Very difficult to do. And again, I did this kind of zigzag stitch pattern because I didn't want the starts and stops every here and here, here and here, because that creates knots on the back that'll show through, and I didn't want to do that. So I did this pattern, and I had seen one that was sewn that way originally back 80 years ago. So I thought, well, if it was good enough for them 80 years ago, then it's good enough for me. So I tried their method and I really like it. It works great. And so this is the second one that I made. And yeah, I sewed it in a continuous line, and there's not a whole bunch of like little starts and stops anywhere on here. As you can see, it looks really nice. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. And again, this dye job is phenomenal. I love it. I absolutely love it. One thing I tried too was I tried a more square flap, but I actually prefer the circular curve of it. I just like it better. The original, it does have a circular flap as well. So yeah, this I'm not too fond of. But anyway, and then I made a third one, and I don't know what happened, but the snap got off center, and so that one found a home with someone else, and we disguised that the snap was off center. It's super cute. It looks pretty much just like this, but different in that the snap was crooked. And then I made this one, and this is the final one. This is the one that I think, this is the one we're going with. Oh, I put that in wrong. It goes this way. Okay, so now we have pins that fit. As you can see, I have some pretty big pins in here. These ones are the Benu pins, which are probably the biggest pins that I own. And this is the Earl Grey that they did in collaboration with they did that in Goulet pens. That's where I got this one, and this one was sent to me by Benu themselves, and I absolutely love this pen. I love both of them. I cannot recommend them enough. And then this is a Leonardo um, number number 2189, and it's a beautiful pen. It's also one of the bigger pens that I own. This is a Twisby, which also fits in there, nice and snug. So it's nice and snug. And then this is a Pilot Custom Heritage. And then over here are just some random well, this isn't random. That's the Kaweco Sport in the aluminum body. And then these are brush pens. They look like fountain pens, but they're not. They're brush pens. And then that's just a regular ballpoint pen. This is also a ballpoint pen, but anyway, they all fit in there, nice and neat, plenty of room. And then, when you want to close it up, your writing session is over, you just close it up. Okay, and I like this shape more. I don't know, I just like it more. It makes me happy. It's a nice big smile, I guess. This one is more square. This one is smile, and I like that better. And I also like this die a lot better than plain Emma. This is also Emma leather, by the way, but I dyed it to look like this. They're the same leather. Now, this project had some parameters to it. I had some rules, and the rules were actually all three projects that I have done. I'm going to show you one more, but the third one is still in development. It's not ready to show you yet. Actually, I'm incorrect. I have 4 projects that I'm working on. The fourth one is not ready to show you yet, but it's coming soon, and I think you're gonna love it too. I'm loving it so far, but I want to tweak a few things. But anyway, the parameters were I must use remnant leather, and even though this takes 20 minutes to sew, I timed it. It takes 20 minutes to sew. It's complicated. It looks simple, but it's very complicated. It must be something that the team can do and not something that I alone can do. Because, the team operates a lot differently than I do. And I don't want to put, things that an individual can do that affects the team. And anyway, I had to think about the team. So that's what I did. And the most complicated thing about this is the stitching. It's you literally need a map in order to do it. But anyway, love this. The 10 pen case. Oh, and on the back, let me show you this. I put pen case model PC 1026. So the PC 10 means pen case. PC for pen case. 10 means it holds 10 pens. 26 means it was designed in the year 2026. And then Chic, Sparrow Leather Co., Spokane, Washington. So I put that on the back. I don't know if I will put that on all of them, but for me, I put that on there because it's a prototype, and then I will remember that forever. I don't know if yours is going to have it. This one doesn't. I don't know yet. Leave in the comments down below if you think they should have that, and then that will help me decide if I'm going to do it for the public or if it's just going to be an in-house type of a thing. So, okay, so that was them. It took me 4 tries to get to here, and here is where we are. This is the final product. This is what it's going to look like, and I'm so excited. I probably will put these on pre-sale next week so that you can buy them in advance. Let me backtrack just a little bit because I forgot to tell you the parameters again, that it has to be made out of remnant leather. Remnant leather often has all kinds of marks on it that you can see here. You can see a mark here. There's scratches all over here. This is not what we allow into our Traveler's Notebook products, but I want them in this product. I think they add charm. They are beauty marks and I love them. And I hate to just toss this leather out because it has an inconsistent surface. This one has many like these little marks on them, these little black marks here. And so that puts it out of, use for the traveler's notebooks, but it's still beautiful, gorgeous leather, and I just don't want to toss it out because it's not perfect. And so these products, when you get them, you should expect that they are going to have flaws. Okay, I call them beauty marks because that's what they are. They are beauty marks, and they look lovely and handsome now. But when you get it and you use it, it's going to get even more. And kind of like maybe I overdid it with this one. I don't think so. But, in 80 years, if it goes from this to this in 80 years, then you have done your job. You have beautified that product. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that process to happen naturally. Although I will not live another 80 years, so I did this. So there's that one. Okay, and then I wanted to show you the next thing, which I love. So I had made an ephemera folder quite a while back, and I had been using it, but the thing I didn't like about it was too big, and I don't think I have it near me, and I don't want to show it to you anyway because this is the new ephemera folder. I I love this thing. I think it's so charming. I love the rivets. I love the little curved little ends and how it fits. I like how slim it is, and the back looks the same as the front. Like they're this front. But see, this is what I'm talking about, remnant leather. You can see this has a bunch of like little spots on it that knocks it out of being a traveler's notebook. And then we don't know what to do with it because people have very high standards for their traveler's notebook, and there's nothing wrong with having standards. Trust me, I have them too when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to leather, I love all the character, love it, and can't wait for mine to develop it. And that's why I do stuff like this, because I am impatient and I want it now. And I have the ability to do this, so why not? Why not? But anyway, let me show you this ephemera folder. So this ephemera folder is about the size of an envelope, a number 8 envelope, and that's about how big it is. This is Darcy leather here. And don't think for a minute that I'm not going to do this to it. Don't even think it for a minute, because I can see that happening, and probably tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe later on today. So, but yeah. So this is so that in my purse, okay, I can have this in my purse, and I can collect ephemera from the day. I can collect, receipts, whatever, and I don't have all these bits and pieces of paper floating around my purse. And then I could take this stuff home and put it in my junk journal or put it where it needs to go. But that is what this is for. And so here is the inside. And as you can see here, I put magic folder, model MF1726, Chic, Sparrow Leather Co., Spokane, Washington. So, the MF stands for magic folder. The 17 means it's 17 centimeters tall. Okay. And then the 24 means that it was designed in the year 1926. 2026. So yeah, that's there. And then this is, let me see if I can focus. There we go. So it has 2 sides, okay, and over here we have some ephemera, some vintage ephemera actually, and we have some cards and an old postcard and some cards and some little bits of paper and more cards. All right, so you stick it, you just take it. I'm going to put this on top because it's bigger, so I just want this on top. So I'm going to put that there, and then you just close it, and then open it again, and then it's there. Okay, so I'm going to take this out here. Okay, and then close it and open it again. What happened to, anyway. So that is how that works. If you probably have seen magic wallets in the past, and so you know how they work. You've seen them, and this is basically the same thing. It's just a little bit different, you know. And you can just keep going and playing with it and trying different things. Like I love playing with it. It's fun. There we go. So it'll hold quite a lot. It'll hold way more than what's in there right now. And it's just nice and convenient, and it's so much fun to play with. And when people see you with this, they're going to want to play with it too. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that somebody might swipe it. If you have young children around, you may want to hide it from them or get them their own. But so that is the second product that I came up with. And again, I made all of these for myself first. I wanted to make sure that it's something that I was going to use, and I love it. If I'm holding this, then I'm flipping it, because it just goes on forever and ever and ever, and it just flips back and forth. So again, let me know if you think that I should keep this on the product, or if I should just keep that in-house and just have that plain. This is what it looks like if it's plain. So yeah, let me know. All right, so ephemera folder, magic ephemera folder, not just an ephemera folder, but magic. Okay, and then the other thing that I'm going to start offering in very, very limited quantities, because these are going to be handmade by me. Each and every one of them will be handmade by me, not because I'm egotistical, but because I love making them, but I can't use them all. So these will be in very limited quantities. And what they are is hardbound leather books. And the inside is not going to be like this one, okay? This is a Miquel Ruiz notebook from like 2026. I don't know why I'm stuck in the 1900s today, but this is from 2016. Okay, I just need to slow down. 2016. And I rebound it in leather. A hardbound leather, because it wasn't opening all the way, and I want my notebooks to open all the way, and it wasn't. And I've been using this nonstop since I made it, and I am absolutely loving it. It started out kind of like this. It's Emma, and it's just, I carry it with me constantly, because the number one rule of journaling keeping is take it with you everywhere. And I do. I take this with me everywhere, and it's just getting more and more pretty. It's about 2 weeks old, maybe 3. I think it's about 2 weeks old though. And I've been taking it with me everywhere and using it constantly. So I am going to be offering leather bound hardback notebooks that will have blank paper inside. The parameters for this project are that the paper must be bought secondhand. Okay, so I don't want to buy new paper, because I want to upcycle. Okay, I love that. So each book's going to be a little bit different than the last. Each book will be sold when it's finished, and the details will accompany what it's made out of, how it's made, and it will be hand sewn, hand bound. Everything will be done by me, because I love doing it. I love making it, and I could never use all the ones that I make. So I figured I could make them and other people could enjoy them, and I still get to have the fun of making them. This is a rubber stamp that I used embossing powder on, that I just wanted something in the front, because I kept picking up, the back part, and I didn't want to I needed something to tell me what the front was. And so that's what that is. Yours probably will not have that. It'll probably look different. But again, I love doing this. So each one is like a little work of art and will look unique. But this is coming, and I'm very excited to offer this hand-bound hardback notebooks with blank writing paper inside, or sketchbook paper, whatever I happen to have. So that is the three things that I wanted to share with you today. Okay, so we have the leather-bound hardback book with blank paper inside. We have the magic ephemera folder, and then we have the 10 pen case. So that is it. I would love to know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about them. I'm super excited about them. I hope you can tell I'm very excited about them. I carry these things with me in my tote bag. They're with me everywhere I go. This goes in my purse. This is in my tote bag. So everywhere I go. And this stays home. This is got my writing implements in it, remember? This stays home because I use it at home when I'm drawing. I don't really draw like this out and about, but I do like to write, especially in here. And so this goes with me. This goes in my purse, and these are my buddies that I carry with me. But anyway, that's it. Make sure you are following me on Instagram, where I show you more stuff, and make sure that you are signed up for the newsletter, because when these are ready, I probably will put them on pre-sale. Not this one, okay? But I probably will put these on pre-sale, which means that they would ship, let's see, what is June? They would probably ship late July, if you want them on pre-sale. If not, then we wait until we just wait. But there you go. I'm so excited to share these with you guys, and I hope you like them half as much as I do. And yeah, there we go. We've got our little products here. So yeah. All right, let me know in the comments. All right, any thoughts you have. I'd love to hear them, or read them rather. I hope you have a really great day. Bye bye.